Start your engines, hear the crowd. Talking racing now, we're revving loud. Yeah. From Daytona nights to Talladega days, we're chasing rumors, hearing what they say. Pit crews hustle, tires burning fast. News and whispers, nothing's gonna pass. Talking racing now, we're hitting the track. NASCAR stories, no looking back. Engines roar and the fans all cheer. Every lap we're bringing the latest here. Yeah. From rookie rides to legends known, victory lanes and dynasties grown. We'll spin the tails, where speed's alive. Every week the racing vibes. Talking racing now, we're hitting the track. NASCAR stories, no looking back. Engines roar and the fans all cheer. Every lap we're bringing the latest here. Green flags flying, hear the sound. Talking racing now, the best show around.
It is time for Talking Racing Now, and I am Sean Stanley, the great Spencer O'Neill. And today, they're in wine country. It is Sonoma, and it is the Save Mart 350. Look at this guy, on cue. On cue.
I don't tend to drink red wine at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, but if I do, I'm probably going to take a nap.
There we go. There we go.
We got
time
hours
in
till
between-
race time. That's
you got
right.
time between now and race time, Ralph. The green flag is dropping between 3:30 and 3:50, depending on which site you check. So, there you go. I was talking to Spencer off the camera. Like, everybody's got different feelings on what is going on at this track. It is going to be good. We know this race is going to get in because it's 80 degrees there, no clouds in the sky. Very small wind, which I don't know if a wind's going to affect the cars anyways, but it is going to be a great day for racing in California. Spencer O'Neill, how you doing?
What
sir?
up? I'm feeling good. Having a nice Sunday. Had a solid Saturday. Watched a little wrestling. Turned it off actually, probably about halfway through. Just wasn't,
I
wasn't
told
very
you,
good.
I said if Oba wins clean, I am done with wrestling. I am done. I am taking a hiatus. It's just not. It's not. It doesn't catch my my IQ level anymore. I guess maybe I just. It just
Well, when
feels
there's
like
PLEs every 3 to 4 weeks,
it's about the dollar. It's about the dollar.
Right.
I mean, that's all they're worried about. Asses and.
But we're
seats.
talking about NASCAR,
We are.
so hell yeah.
NASCAR.
Anyways.
We're doing right and left turns this week, so.
Yeah, we are.
So
The
again,
final road course, I believe,
yes,
right?
And we do know when. No, I believe they have one more.
Is there one more left this year?
I believe so. There's none in the. Isn't there a?
Let's see.
I want to say there's one more, and I may be wrong, but I thought there was one more.
New Hampshire. No, this is it. It's the last one.
That's it. All right. Then it's all ovals after this, right? Or
After this, we get short
ovals,
track
rectangles,
time.
whatever Indy's calling itself. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, we're heading into short track season.
Yeah, and it's funny, man, because I was, again, last week was the last week on Prime, but the Prime announcers are kind of the same as what the TNT are. I think the only thing that changes is the pre-show a little bit with who they have on.
Right.
But the interesting thing is when I was looking at the TNT races, other than this in Indianapolis, everything's 6 or 7 p.m. starts on Sundays.
Whew.
Late starts.
Good Lord. Yeah.
Yeah. So July 5th is one, is at 6, I think it is, the July 4th weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I was like, wow, they're really the TNT on prime time is really going to be prime for there. But I guess too,
Is that Chicagoland?
Well, I guess Chicagoland will be the only one that really deals with the World Cup, right? And I don't even know what time the World Cup games are. So I don't know.
Yeah,
If
so
maybe they made that
Chicagoland next week is at 6. I guess it starts at 5 their time.
Okay. Yeah, because they're an hour behind us. Yep.
But yeah, they're going to Atlanta. That's at 7.
7.
North Wilkesboro at 7. That one, okay. That one makes sense.
Yeah. Night
Short
race.
track night racing. Yeah, it's all
That'll
under the
be
lights.
cool.
That's
That'll be
cool.
good to see. Yeah.
Atlanta's got lights, so that'll be cool. Indy, 2 o'clock. Then, yeah, there's a bunch of late races.
Yeah.
They keep getting later. Yeah, they're going to, oh man, Daytona races at 7:30. That's great.
Yeah. You gonna be at that one? You
Well-
gonna be able to get to that one or no?
Yeah, I'll be there. It's going to be hot, but it won't
Yeah,
be as hot because it'll be 7:30, so that'll be great.
7:30 start, but I mean, let's look at what Sonoma is. The layout. You got 110 laps, 218 miles. The length of each mile is about 2 miles. It's 1.99. 11 or 12 turns, depending on which website you ask. Pit road speed of 45, and our great stages. Yes, 25. The yellow will wave at 25, 55, and 110, which gives you about 25 laps, 30 laps, and 55 laps. And we know how they work out. So really,
Yep.
it'll be 25, 26, and probably 51. Although on a road course, they don't get as many yellow flags because they're usually getting 1 or 2. So maybe we won't get the 4 laps after every stage under yellow. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. We'll also see how many yellows we get today, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I watched the Xfinity race. There wasn't a lot of yellows.
No, it was pretty clean race yesterday.
Yeah.
And the end of the race.
Tires looked like they got eaten up. But again, I don't know what strategies they were on, and I know the cars are different. I know there's differences between the Cup and the Xfinity. But I did want to ask you, man, because we watched SVG yesterday, and I believe he pitted at the end of stage 3. And I know their stages were different, but I think they went, 35, 40 laps of fuel to end the race? Like they never pitted
Something
again.
like that, yeah. It was close.
Yeah,
I forget exactly how many it was, but yeah.
And I was trying to look up the fuel windows for the Cup cars, and I could never get a good answer. It was just like at basically the end of the stages when they would fuel up
Right.
and run. But again, tires, they showed, who was it that showed the tire? And the
Jesse
whole-
Love.
Yeah, Jesse Love, you're right, it was. And the whole inside of it was pretty worn out. And he fell back, and Ross and SVG kind of took over that race there at the end. And what did you think of the Xfinity race? Did you get a chance to look at it? Watch it or anything like that?
No, so I saw the Xfinity race yesterday. This weekend I got to do my favorite thing, which is absolutely nothing. So, yeah. Watched the Xfinity race. SVG got out front, and that was pretty much it. You know, he maintained a lead. He didn't really run away. He managed his equipment, and you know that was Connor had some back and forth. He ended up back in the pack a couple of times and ran through the pack to get to second, but could never really get closer than 4 or 5 seconds behind SVG. Brent Cruz was probably my favorite person to watch yesterday. He was pretty interesting. He was bumping, grinding, banging,
He's really
dive bombing.
He's making an argument to get called up to Cup. You've mentioned his name a couple times on a couple cars that possibly. And he's shown he's worth it, man. So at least in the truck again, I know he knows how to race but in the ovals too, he's been pretty reliable this season for the O'Reilly Parts car.
Yeah, I don't know where he's at in the points, but I know that he's a little bit further back than he should be because he missed 3 or 4 races.
He had a bad start at the beginning. He was the Denny Hamlin this year.
Well, he also missed 3 or 4 races because he wasn't 18 yet.
That's right. That's why he missed Daytona, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, did he miss Daytona? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because he didn't turn until after I think the first. Yeah, he had to miss the first 2 races.
He got to race a couple of races, and then
But I think he missed some at the beginning.
He did.
Couldn't race the super speedways, so.
Okay. Yeah,
Because he
the
can't
beginning
race
of the season has a lot of super speedways, so that makes sense.
Yeah. And I don't know. Do they classify Atlanta now as because of the drafting? Can you
Yeah, it's a drafting track. It's a super
So
speedway.
you have to be over 18 to race there too.
I think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cruz has been rumored to be the Denny Hamlin heir, right?
I can hope. I wouldn't mind going from Hamlin to Cruz, honestly. at this point. Now
Not a bad thing.
again, sometimes they get in a bigger car, and I'm not expecting him to be Hamlin when he gets in the car.
Right.
There's going to be some growing pains, but you see it there. But it's the whole thing with Zilich and Love and all that we've been talking about. It's like, what is going to be Heim? What is going to be the expectations for these guys? And Heim may have elevated expectations with the win last week, but again, you're racing against the top, tier of drivers every week. So, what I think, as long as you stay respectable and you're finishing races in his first year, I think that would be a win for Cruz, Heim. Zilich has got to pick it up because we've seen him not even make it to the first stage.
It seems like Cruz is going to be in O'Reilly for another year, right? Most likely. Maybe we'll see him in a car every once in a while, in like a sort of a Heim type situation. Maybe he'll run like 4 or 5 races. We'll see. But I don't know if he'll be in a JGR car. He may end up in.
He might be a 2311 driver driving that 4th car, depending if they put Heim in 35 or 67 or whatever. When they run a 4th car, maybe they throw Brent Cruz in that where Heim's driving it now.
That's smart. Yeah,
that would be Brent Cruz to get him used to at least, and then he takes over for Hamlin and moves to JGR when that seat opens up.
But yeah, with the learning curve the way it is, moving from O'Reilly to Cup, that car is different. Obviously, we saw Cruzy blow up the motor because just of the shifting, right? The change in the shift. I think they call it progressive shifting. I'm not sure exactly what they call it, but it's just one straight line up and down in the Cup cars, and then the O'Reilly car has sort of the traditional like up down to the side. So. I mean, he blew that motor going up into probably 2nd or 3rd gear from, I think he was going into 4th from 3rd, and instead of just rolling it back one, he went up to go to 4th and blasted it. So
yeah, I wasn't used to driving that car, and it is muscle reflex for some of these guys when they drive. It's like, oh wait, not that car.
Oh, not that one. Yeah. Whoopsie.
All right, so we got the in-season challenge. We're going to be doing our picks here in a little bit. Got a couple things for you.
What's up, Chad?
Chad, what's up, buddy? He's one of the
the maniac.
Yes, the maniacs, the media.
The OG maniac.
Yes, he is the OG maniac for me. I love me some Chad. I'm glad he's back on the chat for however long he can stay. I know he's got the work and the kids. So I wonder, Chad, did you finish coaching with the undefeated season that year? You kind of got busy and you left. So hopefully you got your undefeated coaching. Looking at the top 10, and Ty Gibbs gets the pole. Carson Hocevar. Second row is going to be Larson and McDowell. Third is Chastain SVG. Fourth is Briscoe and Allmendinger. Fifth is Hamlin Logano. That's after the qualifying. Hamlin surprised me again. Logano surprised me a little bit just because, I mean, it just doesn't seem like he's been there at all. And then I did some research. I did research.
Okay.
I know the R word isn't my favorite, but I did do some research on this race.
Okay. What'd you find out?
And I researched one car, the Ford cars. Okay, the Fords.
Okay.
Do you know how many wins, or top fives actually, they've had? They have no wins actually since 2018, and only 3 since 2002.
That's at Sonoma specifically?
Yes, Sonoma specifically.
Okay.
Now, this year, we've had 3 road courses. Do you know how many top fives Ford has overall in 26? I'm sorry, not even top fives, top tens. How many top tens they have in the road courses in 2026?
So I think Zane Smith got one last week, right? I know Busher did. I don't remember. I'm going to go with 5.
You nailed it. 5 total.
Okay.
5 total top 10s in 3 races for Ford.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like I said, we're heading to short track season.
yeah, no, I know it's going to change. I know it's going to change. And then I went to do some help for our betting friends. If you're watching and you're wondering, who should I bet on today? Here's some sleeper guys. I mean, you got your obvious guys, but you're not going to win much. Michael McDowell plus 1,600. Yep. Chase Briscoe's plus 2,200. And there's a little guy named Ross Chastain that's plus 6,000. If you just want to throw a little bit on there and see. I doubt he wins it, honestly, but
throw a couple of bucks at it.
Because he's down there with like a lot of guys that you just like, I don't even know if those guys are going to run the race, and it's like, out of them, he could, go there. Let's see. Nope, didn't go undefeated, 5 losses, but we had a playoff run eliminated in the semifinal. Oh, man. Took second in the all-district tournament. All right, good deal, man. That's a hell of a coaching job, Chad. Hell of a coaching job. So now, do you want to do our picks now and then get into the end season, or you want to do the end season and then give our picks for Sonoma?
Let's do picks now. Why not? Let's start out with some picks.
All right.
It's going to be Pickorama over here.
Yep. And I get my picks first, right?
You do. You get to go first this week.
Oh, you know who to write down already. The first name.
So Sean's going to start with SVG, which
not the name
turned out. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
No, SVG, 100%. I don't care that he's way back there in 6 right now.
Yeah, he'll get it figured out. All right, so I want to go with Tyler Reddick.
I'm going to sound like you last week, but I'm going to pick him. I'm going Connor Zilic, baby. He breaks it out. Connor Zilic breaks it out today.
We'll see. He was racing really well last week. He does well at these courses. He's on the pole, so give me Ty Gibbs.
Yeah, that's the guy I was hoping you were going to skip. Dude, I just don't. I know Hocevar qualified well. I don't think road courses. He's had too much ADHD to drive and detail and hit every corner perfect. I'm gonna go Kyle Larson with the guys at the top. Hey, don't get too blown away before we get into our picks. All right. I see you chugging that wine there, looking like you won the race yesterday. SVG hands off the wine, and that guy chugged it. Who was that? I wish I knew who that was.
I didn't see that. I saw the kick, and then I turned to race off.
Yeah, he went into the pit road and Victory Lane, and they gave him the wine, and he handed it over to some other guy, and that guy just gobbled the whole thing.
Nice. I'm actually gonna go with Hocevar. So
okay,
I know he qualified well, but I was encouraged from what I saw last week at San Diego. He got turned around, but he was running second or third or whatever it was late in the race. He was doing well, and came in this week, laid a good lap. If he can stay up front and stay out of the mess, I think he can get me a top 5. Give me Carson Hocevar.
If he can stay out of his feelings, I think he's a hell of a driver.
Yeah, he is a hell of a driver.
It's just a matter of keeping him on focus, because when he gets the focus off, then it's you don't know what he turns into Hurricane Hocevar. He does. Hey, something's going to happen. I don't know how good it's going to be. But so there you go. So I got SVG, Hocevar, and Larson.
Well, no, you got SVG, Connor Zilic.
Zilic.
Yep.
I looked up to see Hocevar's name and I messed up. Sorry. You've got Gibbs, Hocevar, and Reddick.
Yep. And you are at 134 points, and I am at 94 points. And for those listening that don't know, winner gets 10. If you pick the winner, you get 10 points. If you get a top 5, so 2nd through 5th, it's 5 points. 6 through 10 is 1 point, and that's how we got here.
Yes.
We're halfway through the season. The points will not reset. This is a 36-week.
We don't stop at the end of stages. We don't reset our points.
No.
We're old NASCAR here, baby. We go, and I might blow out Spencer by 250 points by the time this is all done.
Yes, there won't be I want to say the wrong name. Allgaier. So I was going to say Allmendinger. There won't be an Allgaier situation, no.
No Allgaier situation.
No, there's going to be a
All
sweet
right, now we
comeback.
get
That's what's going to
into,
happen.
and I apologize for the graphic. I tried my best, but the powers that be were not in cahoots with me.
Yeah, I sent you the link, but it was really small.
Yeah, no, but this is the one
Oh, that's better.
I made.
Okay.
But for some reason they would not move Ty Dillon's 31 over to the right thing. Everybody else is good, I think, except for I think they know they don't want Ty Dillon to win, but hey, Ty Dillon's done it before, right? I mean, that's
He
the
has.
thing. It's like, hold on, I'm getting the actual large one in front of me because I'm 50 and I can't see those little numbers anymore. All right, so we have each done our in-season challenge, and also if you set up for a NASCAR app, you can go to the NASCAR set, jump in. It's under No Doubts.
So yeah, I
ahead.
started a league. Anybody that wants to join it, I'll throw it up on X too. The league name is Talkin' Racing Now. Talking is TALKIN, and then racing has the we talking.
We're talking.
Well, I always get confused whether it's Talking Racing or Talkin' Racing, because the one's got the G and the one doesn't. So
Yeah.
it's Talkin' Racing Now, and then there is a passcode. Passcode is NoldOut87.
Yep. So if you want to join us and you can fill out, we're all going to be wrong. Don't worry about like, oh, I don't know anything about NASCAR.
Yeah.
Just go for your favorite numbers. If it's like the NCAA tournament. Go with the uniforms. Whatever you want to do, go with if you like Toyota, Ford, Chevy, whatever it is. Usually that might be the best way to go. Last year, the number 1 seed was eliminated in the first round, and
Yep.
the 32nd made it to the finals to take
Sure
on
did.
Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs ends up winning it last year, $1 million, and he got an AEW belt on TNT because that's their wrestling league. So how do we want to go with this?
Let's start top left and just go down through the blue, and then top right and go down.
All right, so I'm going to go Reddick Bowman. I got Reddick advancing in this one.
I picked Reddick. I think he's a possible winner today. So I also have Tyler Reddick going over Alex Bowman today at Sonoma. And the Sonoma part's the funny part because it's kind of a wild card, right? Like, there's
Not only that, but then
these
they
seeds
go
are not gonna.
Chicagoland, which, oh no, it was Atlanta last year, right? It was the second race the first race was Atlanta last year.
Yeah, and they had the big wreck.
You had the big wreck, which took out Hamlin and all the front runners, and then it allowed the whole thing. I wonder if they figured that out and was like, okay, you know what we're gonna do? We'll go to a road course or something, which again doesn't really help Hamlin a whole lot, although he's gotten better apparently this year. But then they can go to Chicagoland and Atlanta and have big wrecks and then shake it up. All right, so this one was interesting to me just because both are struggling right now. Austin Cindric, Brad Keselowski. I've got Cindric advancing just because I don't believe in Keselowski. If there's a wreck, there's 2 cars that are going to find it. Him,
Yep.
the 6, and the 9. They're going to find the wreck.
Yes.
Chase Elliott or Brad Keselowski, they're going to find it.
Yeah, so I also have Austin Cindric advancing. Austin is the lowest qualifying Penske car today. And I mean, I think I expressed my feelings on Austin's performance recently as far as his hesitation. However, I think he's going to finish the race. He has been finishing and, sort of landing in the middle. So I kind of think he's a decent road course racer. I think he's going to land in the middle today. And I just don't have any faith in Brad right now.
Yeah, and the next one is another interesting one because it's an 8 versus 25. But it's Daniel Suarez and Todd Gilliland. And Gilliland has been running better at times. And it's a road course. I'm not going to lie to you. I took Gilliland with the upset because it was a road course. Although I know Suarez is a good road course racer, I just feel like, to be honest, I just didn't think there were going to be a lot of upsets. And I felt like I believe there's going to be. But in my brackets, I didn't put down a lot of upsets. But I took Gilliland over Suarez in this one.
I believe I took Suarez. I gotta try to open this thing up so I can actually remember what I picked. Yeah, whatever. You know what? They may not be the same. So, I actually was considering picking Daniel Suarez today at Sonoma as maybe like a
Oh shoot!
thinking
You
he
know
might
what?
get.
I lied. I took Daniel Suarez.
I considered getting Todd because he ran pretty well last
I
week, but I
went back and
believe I
forth
picked
on it.
Daniel Suarez.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did run back and forth on it. And I ended up taking. What I was doing was I was going off memory. Now I opened up my actual bracket, and I did go Daniel Suarez. I guess I didn't believe in Todd Gilliland as much as I thought I did.
I considered it.
Yeah, no, it was a consideration. It really was. But oh, you know what I did? Okay, this is what I did, and this is where I'm probably gonna bite me in the buttocks here. I took Zane Smith over Carson Hocevar in the next bracket.
Also considered that, but I'm pretty sure I picked Carson Hocevar.
Oh, okay, all right. I did take Zane Smith there. Chase Briscoe, AJ Allmendinger. Look, I love Chase Briscoe. I think he's been racing very well. But AJ Allmendinger on a road course, for somehow he finds his way up for good placings in the road course. I took Allmendinger here.
Okay. It's not in the graphic, but that's fine.
Oh, did it go? Did they not put that one in there?
No.
I had to run it a couple times because it was missing different racers. I thought it had everybody. I tried to count it up, but obviously it didn't do right.
So it's what? Allmendinger and who again? Briscoe?
Allmendinger and Briscoe.
That's a tough one. I really don't remember what I picked, so I'm just going to pick another one. Allmendinger does well at these courses, but he has a equipment disadvantage.
Yes.
You know, Allmendinger's 44 years old.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild? Yeah. He's getting his 500th race today. 500 career races.
Equipment issues. He doesn't even have an OEM.
Yeah. No, they're just out there figuring it out.
Yeah.
Give me Allmendinger. I'm gonna go with Allmendinger.
Yeah, I did that as well. Ty Gibbs, Austin Dillon. I get Ty Gibbs.
Yep.
This one was
assuming he doesn't get wrecked.
One.
Yep.
Yeah, this one is an interesting one because I forgot one thing, a very important part in this, and it is Bubba Wallace versus Michael McDowell. McDowell is starting, I believe, in the top 4, and Bubba Wallace wrecked and is starting in the rear of the field. But I took Bubba Wallace in this one, so I think this part of my bracket's going to get pretty shattered.
I believe I would have chosen Michael McDowell. It's Sonoma, so
course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think. I just thought, okay, Bubba ran well last week. Maybe he continues, and I totally forgot he wrecked during anything. Chase Elliott, Noah Gragson. This is a 4-29 matchup. Noah, he's too busy chit-chatting with Magnuson to worry about anything else. I took Chase Elliott here.
Yeah, Chase Elliott.
We go to the other side of the bracket. This one is hard, and road course wise, it still doesn't help me here. But I just don't think Ty Dillon's got the equipment and anything else to match Denny Hamlin this time on this course. So I took Denny Hamlin over Ty Dillon. He avenges last year's first round exit.
Oh, I chose Ty Dillon. Ty Dillon's for the win, baby. He's gonna outrace Denny Hamlin today. He's gonna get him a solid 20, and we're gonna see Denny Hamlin back at 25. That's what's gonna happen.
Wow.
It's gonna squeak him out by a good 4 or 5 positions towards the back.
All right. I think you just did that to irk me.
No, I believe in the way of the universe, and if he can do it once, he can do it again.
All right. This one is a very good matchup because one guy is coming up, and the other guy has just not been doing much of anything at all. Eric Jones and Joey Logano. I know Logano qualifies in the top 10. I don't see him running in the top 10 all day. I took Eric Jones to advance.
I believe I took Eric Jones to advance also. My faith in Logano right now is not super high, but we could see Logano with like a 10 to 15 finish, and
Yeah.
he might outrace Eric. It's possible.
The way this works, all they have to do is finish above the person in front of the person they're racing against. For instance,
Yep.
if Eric Jones finishes 9th and Logano finishes 10th, Eric Jones advances, and vice versa. All they got to do is beat the person they're racing. That's all to advance in this in-season challenge. The next round, another interesting matchup just because, again, I think Chris Buescher stays steady, but John Hunter Nemechek and Eric Jones, his legacy cars have been running better, but I still took Chris Buescher in this one.
Absolutely. Just Chris Buescher all day.
Yeah.
See, this San Diego, it's a first-time track.
Yeah.
Right? So outliers can happen. And yes, the legacy cars had speed, and I'm sure they'll have speed again today, but I have faith in Chris Buescher. I think he's going to be a top 10 finish, 6 to 10, somewhere in there.
Good deal. Next one will be Christopher Bell versus Ross Chastain. Now, again,
that's a tough one.
If everything was an even playing field, I think I go Christopher Bell. But he still got that injury. He said he's going to tough out the whole race.
Yes.
I think that bites him in the butt. I think Ross Chastain finishes ahead of him. Not by much, but enough to advance.
I believe I picked Ross Chastain as well, pretty much on the same logic.
Yeah. This one, I went back and forth, man, because William Byron stays consistent, but I feel like Stenhouse Jr. is like running well. And Byron always seems to maybe play his hand too much on the strategy, and it bites him to where he falls back at the last. Like, he'll be 5th, all of a sudden something happens, like, oh, we didn't get enough gas in, you got to pit. And it seems like that always happens to him somewhere down the line. I took Stenhouse Jr. here.
Give me William Byron.
Yeah, I probably will miss on that one. But another interesting one, Kyle Larson, Riley Herbst. Again, Herbst is running well.
I considered this.
Better, but Kyle Larson at Sonoma seems to be at least a good finish. I'm not going to say, he's not going to sit there and win every one of them, but he's won a few, and I think, I don't think Riley Herbst can hang with Kyle Larson.
I came to the same conclusion, although I did sit down and think about it for a while. Herbst has been running consistently better. We've seen the Toyotas have speed at the road course races. He seems to find a nice teammate to ride around with and, sort of learn tracks, and he's doing better. But I also went with Kyle Larson. I think he's just too good here.
Shane Van Gisbergen versus Ryan Preece. Poor Ryan Preece drew the short straw. Unless there's a wreck again, I got SVG winning this.
Agreed. Did you see Ryan Preece put out a tweet this morning, maybe, where he was acknowledging the in-season tournament, and there's a very large wrestler, and he's got SVG's number on it above him, and then there's a little person wrestler that's probably the smallest little person wrestler I've ever seen. He's got to be no more than 2 foot, and he's got a 60 of it, and they're doing this like face-to-face thing where
was that the LP thing at the AAA Battle Royal?
And maybe, yes. Yes, but he's got the 60 above the little guy, and what's 97. He running, a 98? 97? Yeah, he's got the 97 over the big guy, and they're doing a face-off. Yeah.
Nice. Again, man, all he's got to do is finish a position ahead of SVG. I don't see that happening at this course, but we'll see. This one,
you never know.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, to me, this was another one. Ryan Blaney, Josh Berry.
Yeah, I have Blaney winning the whole thing.
Wow, you do? Okay, well.
Yeah, I think at the end, I had Blaney versus Elliott.
Blaney versus Elliott. Okay, well, let's just go to the end because we have so many different ones now.
Sure.
If we kind of go through the whole thing, I had Reddick versus Hamlin in the finals. I have 1 versus 2, and I have Hamlin leading for 267 laps in the in-season challenge as the tiebreaker in case somebody wants to come at me. But I do have Tyler Reddick versus Ty Gibbs in the semis, and Hamlin versus Blaney in the other semi. So,
Yeah, for me, the semis, I was just looking at it, and it's North Wilkesboro. So I like Ryan Blaney on a short track.
That's true. Yeah.
So that's kind of how we ended up there.
Yeah,
It just
you're probably right.
looking at
I
the tracks,
kinda-
and it made sense at the
Yeah, I
time.
went homer on that one. Once I got Hamlin to that position, I'm finishing strong with the 11 right now. And hey, look, I get it. These are the road courses, and this is what Hamlin doesn't do well. But he had a 14th, and he qualified 9th. Like,
Yeah,
I just feel like they're figuring out the car to where they make him competitive, and then Hamlin usually does the rest. As long as the car comes out competitive, they can fix it up during the run, and Hamlin usually knows how to, control his equipment. So, that's the only reason. And again, right now it just feels like, Blaney. It's to me the only problem with Blaney is he'll race his butt off. He'll get to the top 5, go into pit, and he'll come out 25th.
yep, very much so.
It's like, okay, here we go again. We got to pass
Yeah.
another 20
All
or
right,
30
Superman, put
cars,
on your cape and see how many you can pass this time.
yeah, man, and it's just one of those things, man. So we will have our post race. I'm not sure what day yet. We're trying to aim for Mondays. I just don't know. I forgot to talk to you off camera, Spencer. I don't want to throw you. Okay, we'll be back Monday for the post, but I don't know what your schedule is. So
I can be ready. I can be here tomorrow.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right, then we will
If
be
you're
here
good
at
on
7.
you're
Yeah,
good
we'll
on
be here at
7, I'm good on
7
7.
p.m. tomorrow to debrief this race. Spencer, you got anything else that you want to get off your chest about Sonoma, San Diego, the season? Anything that you wanted to bring up?
So, gonna do a null doubt about it tomorrow.
All right.
All right, so I got us a null doubt about it tomorrow. We'll hop back into that. As far as Sonoma, the street course and the road course are different things. They call them different things for a reason. Sonoma's, it flows better. You're not going to get 90-degree turns.
Yeah.
And the likelihood of large wrecks is less. Most of the time, it's one person that kind of goes off the track, but the track isn't surrounded by walls that are super tight all over the place. You might run into a tire pack here and there, and yeah, people can get injured, or not injured, but their cars can get destroyed, and they can get injured too.
Yeah, we saw that in the Xfinity qualifying, and no, I think it was just the Xfinity qualifying, or not, sorry, O'Reilly Parts qualifying. The one car hit,
Yeah.
and like destroyed the whole barrier. He lost brakes or something, and just went. What a
Yeah.
mess.
Did you see the driver just? Have you ever seen the Pikes Peak race where they race up the mountainside? No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So Pikes Peak is it's a mountain outside of Colorado Springs, and it's like the highest peak you can see for the surrounding area. It's massive, and they race up Pikes Peak, and they do it every year. Some person, I don't know exactly what happened to his vehicle, but he took the turn and just drove straight. There was no turning. He just drove straight, and when he drove straight, he launched himself into the wood line, and it's kind of comical. I think he ended up being okay. He didn't like go down a mountainside. He kind of went down a hill. It's not like you fall off a cliff, but he ran into trees and shit, so it wasn't good. But just that vision of him driving and his purple car just literally flying.
Just launching.
Yeah, launching. Quite comical. Maybe we'll see a little bit of that, but probably not. It's going to be a lot of single file, a lot of individual races. There's a couple of passing positions where they'll maybe
And this is a
give them a
racetrack that a lot
crossover.
of these guys have at least raced on. For a majority of them, they've raced on at
Yes.
least once or twice. So it's not
Yeah,
like
they've all been there.
everyone's new to this. So You have
Right.
the idea
And
of
there's
what you want to do. There's a strategy.
and there's not those 90-degree turns where we get those pileups. So I expect a pretty good clean race. I expect long green flag runs, and I expect SVG to win. That's what I think.
All right, my question to you: SVG over or under 5 seconds for victory? I think yesterday Zillits got it down to 3-1 or 3-2 for the victory, but the third place car was 15 seconds behind the two.
Yes.
And again, that happened because a lot of those drivers were basically nursing the car around because they tried to fuel line the whole third stage there. So
Yeah, and they were out on worn tires.
and I
I'm
don't
gonna
think the
say
Cup cars, 55 laps. They're gonna have to pit somewhere, right? During that 55, right? For gas.
yeah, no, they're gonna have to pit. Absolutely. I'm gonna say under,
Okay.
but not because he's not dominant. I think that late in the race, there's going to be some tempers flaring, and there's going to be some pushing, and we're going to get a late caution. So he just won't have the time to get 5 seconds.
Out again. Okay.
Yeah.
I can believe that. But I think if that happens, though, I think people try to
It could be fun.
nudge SVG to whatever and then try to take it a race. That's
Yeah.
because to me that's the only way somebody
SVG pushes
besides
people.
SVG wins unless he gets taken out again.
I don't.
I
Yeah.
just
So
feel like it's gonna have to be a late restart, and somebody gets the better restart than SVG to kind of they sandwich him in somewhere to where he falls back and then he can't catch up in a lap and a half.
yeah, if he doesn't have the takeoff speed, it's possible, right?
Yeah.
And obviously he qualified 6th, so we don't know exactly what his speed is going to be, but we'll find out.
Yeah, but then the way he does his strategies, he runs long.
Yes,
He
he
runs
takes
longer than everybody else.
he
And
takes care of his
yeah,
equipment.
if he does that, will he have enough on the tires? Because I got to think if they pit, earlier or whatever, depending, I guess, he might have fresher tires than them, actually, now that I think about it. Maybe. Depending on how much longer he runs than they do.
We shall see, but yeah, I'm going to go under.
Lead the last time where he ran so much longer than everybody else that he had almost like a minute lead, and then he got into the pits and he was able to get in and out before they were able to get back around the track.
I don't remember. I don't remember what happened at Sonoma last year.
Pitting, and SVG kept they were like, he's got to pit at some point. And
Right.
he ends up pitting, and he was way ahead of everybody else. I mean, yesterday he lapped Justin Allgaier in the O'Reilly parts. I don't know if he got close to lapping him. I don't know if he ever did or not. They were playing around in the back, near the
Justin
final
had a rough
laps.
day yesterday.
So, yeah. I mean, but
I saw him spun. The only time I ever saw him was when he was spun around. And I saw him off the course 3-4 times.
yeah. It's amazing how.
But it's okay, Justin. You got a points lead. You'll be all right.
Well, no, but it's amazing how good they are driving everywhere else, and then they get to the road courses, and it's like,
Well, that corner where Bubba, lost control of his vehicle and ended up sort of hitting the wall there, resulting in him going to the back with a backup car. I think he's in a backup car. I believe he is.
I know he's going to the back, so I'm guessing he got a backup car.
I mean, we saw SVG spin that same corner.
Yeah.
I forget if it was practice or qualifying, but he spun that same corner.
Qualifying.
So
it was his second lap of qualifying, which is why I think he ended up at 6 because, again,
he took the first lap.
It's not. They don't do qualifying individually anymore, right? Even on the street courses, or is it individual?
So it's individual at like ovals.
Yeah.
But on the road courses and the street courses, there's just a time period, and you can go out there and run as many laps as you can get done. But generally, your second lap tends to be your fastest.
Yeah, and that's the one he spun out on. So that's the thing. It's like it's going to be a very interesting race. I am looking forward to it, and I'm actually going to watch it on HBO Max in the multi-view function because they got different different ways you can watch it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna test that out. I'm gonna watch on HBO Max. I think the first couple races and see how that looks.
Is this the in car?
There's a couple. They have an in car and they have a multi-view where
Okay.
I think you can get all like 4 different views of the race. I'm guessing with the saying multi-view. I don't know if you get to pick out of the multi-view, then you get that one, or if you get to look at all of them. So, you might be able to get an in-car or a whole track. I mean, I probably won't get the announcing with it, but hey, oh well.
Yeah, I might check that out.
Yeah, I want to watch it from different angles and see, especially the road courses. Look, the ovals, you're pretty much either just watching the car in front of them or whatever, but the road courses, it might be cool to see how, that guy took it a little bit sharper than the other guy or whatever, they cut the corners or whatever. The chicanes bounce you up in there. I mean, it'll be very interesting on a road course. There's other stuff to see. You might see a deer or a raccoon. You never know.
That's true.
All right, Spencer, let them know where they can get a hold of you. And I want to thank you all, as always, for your time on your Sunday mornings, man. And thank the family for me as well.
Sure. And thank everybody that joined us this Sunday morning for the pre-race for Sonoma. You can find me at X at NoldOut87. You can find me here at Talking Racing Now, where I talk racing with the great Sean Stanley. And, you can find me hanging around the Stanley Media House also.
Yeah,
so
he's one of the Media House maniacs, man.
I am a maniac.
He's also an OG.
Yes, I am a maniac, and I am an OG. That's right.
Yep. And I want to thank everybody that jumped in on the chat. Check me out at SS_Sports Talk. I promise you, I'm getting back into the more. I may try to live tweet the race depending on how the view is that I get to see. Excuse me. And then Stanley Media House, check it out on YouTube. We got Talking Racing Now with NASCAR and South Florida Sports Unfiltered. Talking South Florida Sports. I will still be possibly, I might do a Mark Henry and talk wrestling still, but as of what happened last night, that is put on hold temporarily. But I can tell you now, we will be here Sunday previewing the races at noon. Maybe, possibly every Sunday, possibly not, depending on what our schedules align, because we do have other responsibilities. The post-race, just be on the lookout. We'll let you know pre-race. I will try to make sure I talk with Spencer off camera before it, so I don't bombard him with a off camera to where he's got to talk now, man. Talk now. But right now we will be here tomorrow, 7 p.m. to debrief you on the race that is Sonoma. Who gets the wine? Who wins the Save Mart 350? But I can tell you one thing. We always end the show with the great words of Spencer. Oh.
Check it out. I got a new hat.
Oh, look at that. Whoa.
Yeah. Miller Racing.
Nice.
Talking Racing Now.
Talking racing now, the best show around.